This is David Miller with the Miller Realty Group of Keller Williams Realty, and I'm here to help you get real estate smart. All right, we have a good one today. As you know, when you purchase a property, the first thing a buyer is going to do is a home inspection. And the home inspector will find things wrong with the property because that's what they're paid to do. Some of them are small, some of them are big. But the question is, let's say they come back with maybe you have a leak in the roof that you're not aware of. Should you, as the seller, try to fix it prior to closing, or should you just provide a credit for the buyer and let them do it? The recommendation I would make is, if you're able to do it, I would provide a credit and let the buyer do that after closing rather than you trying to do it, for a couple reasons. Number one, it's easier to do that, and it allows the buyer to choose the vendor that they want to use, okay? Because what can happen is if you choose a vendor and they do the work and it closes, and then 3 months down the road after a heavy rain, it starts leaking again, that buyer is going to be calling you. So if you provide a credit, they're able to go through the process of finding the appropriate roofer to do that work for them. And 3 months later, if it rains, they're not going to be calling you. They're going to be calling the vendor, the roofer that they use to repair it. Number two, from a seller perspective, rather than you getting multiple quotes from multiple vendors and going through that process and taking the time to do it, obviously it's much easier if they do that rather than you. The other thing is you want to make sure that you are able to have this process set up prior to beforehand. Once you know there's a problem and it can be fixed, there are situations where it is a type of loan, a VA loan, or it's a FHA loan where the repair work has to be done prior to closing. So in those type of scenarios, as a seller, you will have to do the repair work so the buyer can be able to get the loan to purchase your property. And in those scenarios, you can still have it set up where the buyer can choose their own vendor to come out to do the work, and all that you're going to do is pay for it. That takes the liability off of you as a seller, and that's the buyer's choice on choosing that vendor, not yours. So that's a little tidbit, and I hope that you are real estate smart. Have a great day. Thanks.